What's going on, guys? Welcome back for another episode of Too Many Toys Jake. Today's going to be a good one. Today we are saving this 1968 Oldsmobile Delmont 88. This thing's been in this yard for a long time. I'm not too sure how long, maybe 10-15 years. I've always seen this car, I've always wanted it, and finally I got the chance to buy it. This car is was in the same yard that I got the Mazda from, and there's a lot of other cool stuff here. So later on in another video, I'm going to be showing you guys all the cool stuff that's in this yard. But for today, we're going to see if we can get this 1968 Oldsmobile Delmont 88 running and driving, and then we got to take her home. Without any further ado, guys, let's just jump right into it and see what we got. So what we have here is a 1968 Delmont 88, Oldsmobile Delmont 88. So there was two versions of these cars. There was a Delmont 88, which this one is, and there was a Delta 88. Now the difference between those two is the Delmont, this car is a lower trim package, so it doesn't come with all of the chrome, it doesn't come with a vinyl roof, fancier interior. This one is an optional big block car. They came standard with a 350. The Delta 88 came standard with a 455. This one has an option big block. I'll show you guys what it is in a little bit, but let's just take a look around the car. Let's just see what we got. As you can see, somebody's painted it, maybe. I don't know what is going on. This isn't original paint, obviously. Somebody's like spray bombed this or something. I don't know. It looks absolutely horrible. The other thing was, I was never sure if this was a four-door car, a two-door car, a wagon, etc., because half the car is covered in brush and thorn bushes and all this stuff. So it'll be exciting to see the back half of this car. I've never seen it before, and unfortunately trying to put gas in it and stuff like that is not going to happen. As you can see, we got the nice poverty caps here. There's one. Well, we'll go with one anyways because I can't see the rest of them. There's lots of dings and dents on this car. Like I said, I believe this is a restoration project that somebody just never finished. The hood, as you can see, we got lots of yeah, we'll just push that back there. Looks like this car is going to be full of Bondo, guys, so we'll see what we're going to do with this one. Someone decided it was probably better to paint the bumpers where the chrome was peeling off, because that looks so much better. No, it doesn't. We got a broken corner lens here. You know, more excellent paint job. Just looks excellent, you know. Somebody did a very good job. No, they didn't. We got an aftermarket old school. Actually, this might actually be factory power antenna. That's pretty cool. Old spring there on the bottom. We got more rustage. Look at the thickness of that Bondo on the roof. Oh my. That is awesome. Look at that. Okay, I'm gonna stop picking away at that. I really hope the whole roof isn't like that, and I'm gonna guess it is. So this car is gonna be really rusty, unfortunately. But it's gonna be fun to take it out of here, see it run again. Hopefully it runs, we'll see. We got some more Bondo on the doors. Yeah, excellent. Oh yeah, more here. Oh, this is just... So as you can see, guys, this thing has a lot of Bondo in it apparently. This must have been restored or trying to be restored back in the 80s. I could see that, them using all that stuff on this car back in the day. Let's take a look at what we got on the inside though. Let's see what we got here, guys. It's actually not too bad. It's absolutely filthy. It looks pretty cool. Got the red and black interior. Got more of these plush vinyl seats. Oh, these are comfy. Some nice wood grain. Car's only got 56,000 miles on it. I believe those are original. If you look at the interior and you look at the seat and you look at the pedal, everything is actually super clean. So I'm gonna guess this car rusted out before anyone got anywhere with it, unfortunately. We have a nice stereo there. The dash is faded after a little bit, but look at this headliner. There are only a few marks in it, a few tears, I guess you would say. That's hard to find. So there are back seats, guys, and a seat door handle, so I'm gonna guess this is a 4-door. Yeah, it looks like it, which is pretty cool. Nice steering wheel here. So the difference with the Delta on these cars is the Delta came with a lot fancier leather seats. They came with fancier door panels, more chrome, etc. This is more of the base model car, so it doesn't come with all of that, but it's still actually a very nice fancy car. Very cool, and very excited to save this one and get it out of here. And the cool part is we even have keyage. All right, let's go see what we got underneath the hood. All right, guys, so these cars came base with a 350, the Delmonts. The Deltas came with a base 455. These cars came optional 425 depending on the year, or 455. So let's just get into it and see what we got. And oh yeah, we got ourselves a 455 Oldsmobile Rocket Big Block. That is awesome. So this motor in this particular package would have produced 390 horsepower and 490 foot-pounds of torque. These cars were propelled from 0 to 60 in about 8 seconds and ran a quarter mile in about 15.8 seconds. Now you got to think, back in '68 for a 4-door car, that's pretty good. These Civics and all these cars these days, they're running about, you know, 16s, mid-16s, so this is actually a pretty quick car. The reason I can tell this is a 390, I'll get you in here, or a 390 horse, is because they actually painted the valve covers orange, and this one's been painted over. So let's get underneath and I'll give you a little more tour. All right, guys, so what we got is an Oldsmobile 455 Big Block Rocket motor. These things are absolutely blast to drive. I've actually been in a couple with motors like these, but the WS6s, I mean, these aren't as good, but it looks like everything is complete. We are missing a couple plug wires. Fortunately, we have a truck beside us here that is gonna donate a couple plug wires. Other than that, everything seems to be there. It looks like it might have been ran in the past little while. Somebody's put an external fuel filter here. Oh, and it looks like we're missing a plug wire on this side also, so we're missing 2 plug wires. Take a look around here. As you can see, we have found more rust. That firewall is just absolutely perfect. Well, this is probably factory, so in the winter time when the motor heats up and the fan's blowing, it just blows right through here, right through the firewall. It keeps the interior warm. I believe that's what that's for. No, it's not. So coils back there, everything's there, lots of room to work on stuff. First thing to do is let's see if it spins over and let's see if the motor's stuck. Alrighty, guys, let's see if this big block's got some compression, or if she spins over, or what's going on. These ones got the directo drive fan as well, so there's no clutch fan on these. It's just an actual spacer from the water pump onto the fan. This one we might not even have to actually push down the belt. Let's just see if we've got compression, if we got an unstuck motor. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we're good, guys. Perfect. Easy enough to spin by hand. We should be good then. If you can spin a big block over by hand, it's usually not the best, but she still got compression. Let's see what our oil situation is looking like. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, lots of gas, guys, lots of gas. Good thing I actually brought an oil change for this one. You guys out there tell me to do the oil changes, so I brought one for this car. This one's definitely gonna need it. It seems like somebody was probably trying to get this thing running at one time. It took a little while. All the gas went past the rings and everything down into the engine, into the oil, and that's how you get a lot of gas in your oil. Let's check coolant, see what we got there. All right, what do we got in the ice cube thingy that cools down the car? And it is empty. That is not good, but good for me because I brought some coolant along. All right, so I think the first thing we're gonna do, just so I don't forget, is we're gonna just toss some coolant in. There we go. We're just gonna toss some coolant in the rad because it seems like it is bone dry, so we don't want to forget that. So we'll get that going, and then we'll also be able to see that if it's leaking or if it's just low. Let's see if I brought enough, because it is low. Holy moly. And it's still going. This thing is empty. I wonder if they took coolant out of it, if there's a hole. Let's take a look quickly. I don't see anything leaking. So, well, let's just keep filling. Is it coming out somewhere? Where the fuck's it all going? I'm glad I brought 4 liters. All right, guys, I just put 4 liters in, and I'm still not seeing it. So this thing is bone dry. But I think now that we're done this, let's get a battery in it and see if it cranks over. Get some oil pressure up. Then I gotta find some spark plug wires. Before we get that far, let's just see if she turns over. All right, so today I was actually kind of smart, and I bought a brand new battery. This is actually gonna be the battery that is going in the Buick, but I figured these things have stupid side post terminals on them as well, so might as well use it. Start off with a brand new battery, you know, much better. So let's get this thing put in, and let's see if she cranks over. All right, so I had to steal a couple of these little bolts that go in for the side posts from the tow truck right there. So when you're putting this on, guys, after you put these on, or after you get the battery connected, just make sure you guys give it a sniff test, as we like to say. Just smell it for any burning wires or anything like that. So far it smells okay. Cross fingers, so far it's okay. Who knows if this battery is even charged. Got the battery on. Now let's just go give it a sniff test on the inside and see what we got. This door, man. So far we don't have anything, which is not good. Oh, all right, well, whoopsie. Okay. Oh, we got something. Something's happening. Okay. Well, while we're in here, let's see if she turns over. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. All right, she turns over good. We got power. That's awesome. She turns over good. We're going to turn it over for a minute or so just to get the oil pressure up, just to get the oil going through the motor. And then we'll spray some starting fluid down it, and we'll see if she starts up, or see if she's got any spark, and we'll go from there, hopefully. All right, guys, so we got the battery in. Normally what you guys want to do is take off the line that goes to the carburetor from the fuel pump, so if there is anything nasty in the tank, that it won't actually go up into the carburetor. Luckily we have a fuel filter there. I'm just going to take the line off of it now quickly, and then we'll try and give her a crank, and we'll see if this thing cranks over. So as you can see, guys, somebody already was in here. So they put this weird bracketry thing with a gigantic fuel filter. So you can only tell that's been in there for a long time. We have much smaller ones now. I actually brought a couple with me, so I'm going to be changing this out, taking this whole bracket off. But for now, what we're going to do is we're just going to take off the hose that goes to the carburetor to make sure that anything, any junk or anything like that doesn't go up into it for now, and that the motor doesn't start, because we want it to build oil pressure before it does. So we're just going to take this off here, just like that. And then we'll also know if mechanical fuel pump is working, because fuel will start coming out of here. And if it doesn't, we know that either the tank is dry or that the fuel pump doesn't work. So let's start cranking this thing over, and we'll try to anyways, and we'll see what happens. All right, guys, let's see if this old girl cranks over. She cranks beautifully. Listen to that, nice and quiet. Awesome, guys, awesome. Now that we've cranked it over a little bit, I can already smell it. Okay, maybe not, maybe not. All right, we're gonna take the air cleaner off, see what we got under here. Not too sure if it's gonna be factory or somebody's put something else in it. Let's see. Holy moly, okay. We got a couple of things to take off. So we got here. Okay. It looks like we have a Reman 2-barrel. All right, that's good. hopefully that means she works. So as you can see, guys, we got ourselves a Reman 2-barrel, I guess it would be. I didn't even check to see if it's froze up. Nope, she's not frozen up, she's good. So I guess the first thing that we're gonna have to do is we're gonna source out those other 2 plug wires, put those on, and then before we crank over the motor and try and start it, we'll get that done because obviously we need the other 2 cylinders firing. So we're gonna try and grab some wires off of this guy right here. Hopefully they fit because they're gonna be the long ones, and then we'll go from there. So let's get to it. I was pulling one of the wires to put in this car. Noticed that the actual firing order for all the cylinders was backwards. So we took all those off. Now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go around. It's gonna be Chevy firing orders, or 1843657 So we're gonna do that. Spark plug wires in the correct position. I don't know why it was like that. Maybe somebody messed with it, but just to be sure anyways, we'll figure we'll get that done. Put the other spark plug on there, and then we'll put some go-go juice down the throat, and we'll see if she makes any noise. We got the plug wires on. We got all the firing order properly done. I'll show you guys quickly. Unfortunately, the wires from that old tow truck didn't work, so way over yonder's a early 60s, mid 60s old Chevy, so that'll be in the next video. But we took the wires from that, they hooked up, or they fitted anyways. So I guess now the only thing to do, we're going to spray some starting fluid down it, and then we'll see if she fires, or we'll see if she does anything. All right guys, so nothing left to do now. We're going to spray some starting fluid down the carburetor. Probably way too much, and we'll see what happens. This door is fucking ridiculous. Here we go. Nothing. Give her a couple more squirts there. Points on this one. Well, another one, no spark, guys. So let's take this cap and rotor off now, and let's look at those points. All right guys, so it's been a little bit now. Been trying to play with the spark, trying to get the spark going. I had to clean the points, so the points are all clean. Got spark. I had to clean up a couple of the end wires for the spark plug wires, especially the coil wire. And then I realized that the timing was 180 degrees out, so I switched around some plug wires. Let's see if she fires up now, or if she makes some noise at least. Hopefully she does, but you never know. So let's put some gas in it, and let's see if she makes some noise. Guys, let's give her a shot. I had to put the boost pack on it because we were running it and turning it a little bit. This door has gotten much better because I've opened it about 1,000 times. So let's see if she makes some noise. All right. Well, at least she fired, guys. That's awesome. That's a start. Woo! So I think the next thing we're gonna do is we are gonna take off fuel pump line, and then we're gonna try and hook up the can to it and see if we can get this thing to stay running for more than 10 seconds. But that's awesome, she fired. So it's funny that this thing's 180 degrees out, but it is what it is. Glad we figured that out. So let's figure out the fuel situation, and let's see if we can get this old girl to run. Unfortunately today I forgot my fuel line and electronic fuel pump. Obviously, like I said, it's always something. So with these carburetors, what you can do is you can just gravity feed them. So if you take a bottle and a piece of line, fill the bottle up full of fuel, turn the bottle upside down, and just like gravity feed it into the carburetor, it usually works. I'll show you what I did here. So I just took a old water bottle, put the cap on it, put a fuel line into it, just cut a little hole, and then just ran to the carburetor. Now it's best to keep them up like this if you have some way to. I don't, unfortunately. We're gonna have to just deal with it like the way it is for now, so hopefully it works. The best bet, actually, might actually want to poke a hole in the hair as well, just so that it doesn't suck and bring the bottle in. But anyways, guys, let's give her a shot and see what happens. See if she fires up. Key on. We'll give her a few pumpages. And let's see what happens. Well, I think she needs a little bit of help. We'll throw some fuel down its gully and we'll try that. All right, we'll give her just a little bit of fuel just to help her out. That is way too much. I tried to get most of that down into the bowl and it didn't really work. Alrighty, guys, let's see what happens now. Come on, old girl, fire up. Unbelievable, guys. Look at that. She ran for the first time in 10 or 15 years. So I actually got a little more detail out of this. Apparently this was an older gentleman's. It was parked in the underground for a very, very long time. And then the scrapyard, he called the scrapyard picked it up. So that's the story on this. But she runs and she idled beautifully. I think it was just running off of what was in the bowl there. I don't know if this is this little contraption I have is working, but she ran and she sounded beautiful. Let's try her again. Now she might be flooded. There we go, guys. Yeah. And she runs. She's going through a lot of fuel. She runs, woo! So I think the only thing we got to really do is figure out that fuel system, and we'll see if she moves. Yeah, so excited, guys, so excited. So guys, we know that she runs, but we're having problems. I haven't seen any fuel coming up and out of the fuel line. That's disconnected right now. So that means two things. First thing is either that the fuel pump is gone and the fuel pump doesn't work, or that the tank's just empty, and that's probably what it is, the tank being empty. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to try and run it long enough that we can pull it out of this spot that we're in, and then try and put some fuel in the tank, and then let's see if that mechanical fuel pump works and brings that fuel up from the tank. Let's see if we can get it running long enough to move it, and then we'll go from. Let's see if this old girl fires up. We'll see if she moves. We're going to try and pull her out of here. I just jerry-rigged a little fuel can, or a little bottle with fuel. So let's see what happens. We got brakes. Holy moly. Those are better than my truck brakes. Woo! We did it! We drove it from its grave. Woo! Look at this, guys. Holy moly. Wow. You can tell it's been here forever. First time seeing the back of it. She runs. All right. She moves and she's got brakes. That is amazing. But she sure is going through a lot of fuel. But she is running like a top, guys. Running like a top. Love it. Look at that. We got her out of its grave. Now we can actually look at it. And it is way cooler. Look at all the junk and all the crud on here. Woo! Holy moly. You can tell it's been in there for a long time. Oh, and the rear bumpers painted, obviously. This quarter is just absolutely factory. Look at that. Someone did an awesome job fixing this. I mean, if you need a body guy, make sure you hit this guy up. But guys, look at that. We got her running, we got her moving. The only last thing to really do is put some air in the tires. What do you guys think? Oh, I'm so happy. And it's got brakes, and the brakes are absolutely mint. They are almost better than my truck, if you can believe it. But this thing just drinks fuel, guys. It just drinks fuel. All right, guys, so I figured while we got the car out, let's just take a good look around it, since we didn't get that good of a good look. It is a lot more rougher than I thought it was going to be, especially the back. I'm gonna guess that's just from sitting in that bush for so long. I got the trunk open, figured might as well take a look in there while we can. And lo and behold, look at the treasure I found. The original 1968 license plate for this car. That is cool. You do not see that very often. I wish there was two of them, because I'd love to put one on my Dart, but unfortunately I think there's only one. But we still have the original trunk carpet. I'm afraid to lift that up and see what it's like underneath of it, because it's already dripping. It will probably be absolutely junk underneath there. We've got a couple jerry cans. Empty. Empty, of course. Have our spare tire, what looks to be the original spare tire. It is a bi-ply, which is really cool. It's got the original jack. Got an old school grease gun in there. So it looks like somebody may have taken care of this car at one point. Maybe they just let the body go on it. I'm not too sure. I haven't even got underneath of it to check out what the frame looks like, but I'm gonna guess that the frame probably looks like the outside of the car. Hopefully not, but maybe. This quarter, like I said, is just absolutely junk. You can see here where somebody's trying to fix it. That's actually a rivet. So I'm gonna say, oh yeah, so somebody, I guess, was in the midst of fixing this car but never did, which is kind of funny because it was an older gentleman's car. Look at, like, there is just rust everywhere, guys. I don't know what we'll do with this car. Maybe we'll part it out, and then I'm not too sure. I'm honestly not too sure. What would you guys like to see with it? I want to know what you guys want to see done with this car, what you guys would think would be cool. Unfortunately, we are missing a poverty cap, but I want to know what you guys think. Unfortunately, it looks way too far gone to restore. I mean, somebody may want to restore it if they actually love the car, but for me, it's just too far gone. I did buy it though, so this one does have to come home, and will be coming home very, very soon, if not today. Also, it's really cool. 1968 was the first year for the side markers for all cars, and Oldsmobile actually made these Oldsmobile logos with bulbs in them. So these are actually the side markers for the car, which is very cool. Something you don't see every day. We're gonna try and just move it up the laneway here. The gentleman needs to get in the back to do some stuff, so let's see if she moves. Let's see if she fires back up. Key in. Give her some pumps. Come on. All right. So let's go up the laneway. Hey Terry, where do you want it?
Yeah, put it up that way.
Okay. Oh, amazing, guys, amazing. This thing runs like it was just driving yesterday. It is so quiet. Holy moly. Let's see if reverse works. Yeah, we even got reverse. I don't know where we are, but yeah, listen to that. All right, guys. Now I don't know how to get out of this pig. I guess by the door there. All right, we're gonna go clean some stuff up quickly and we'll be right back. We saved this 1968 Oldsmobile Delmont 88. We just pulled it out of where it was sitting for roughly 10 years. It runs good, it drives okay, it sounds great, nice and smooth. It's got brakes. Unfortunately, the body is shot, but I want to know what you guys think we should do with this one. Do you guys think we should pick this one up? You think we should part this one out? We should clean it up? What do you guys think? I want to know what you guys think we should do with the Oldsmobile. I'm gonna bring it home, we're gonna clean it up, we're gonna do small things to it. We'll get it running so that it actually runs off the tank. Stuff like that, make sure it's drivable. The interior of this car is actually really nice. It should clean up very well. I don't know, I wanted this car. It's such a cool looking car, you know? These cars, the late 60s, even the 4-doors are just beautiful looking cars. So I'm excited to have this one. This one's coming home shortly. If you guys like the video, please give me a thumbs up. If you guys haven't subscribed already, what's keeping you? If you guys have any ideas of what I should do to this car, let me know. But I think that's it for today. For this one anyways, we're gonna bring this one home and we're gonna get working on it. And until then, just wait for the next episode on this one. But the next couple episodes, we're gonna have a couple features from this scrapyard. So stay tuned because there's some cool stuff there. So I'll catch you guys on another episode of Too Many Toys Jake. See you guys later.